on my way to the salon. It's a Thursday. I'll be there all day today. I still have to fix my hair and do my makeup. But today's a good week. We have a lot going on. I just sent in the past week 2 big wire transfers for obviously money for deposits for things. So we had to send 50% in the price for all of our salon furniture. Not all of it, but majority, as in chairs, mirrors. We made some custom stations. What else? Yeah, it was pretty much all. There's 15 chairs, 5 custom wall stations, mirrors, and then we have the double-sided stations and then their chairs, obviously. So also the shampoo bowls were ordered. What else? Oh, we had to get these things that attach to the shampoo bowls for the plumbing. So all that has officially been, deposit was officially sent. So the custom stuff is starting to get made. They're putting the order together so that they can send it over. It is a few weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, because we did get some custom things and we customized our chairs as well. So that's fun. We're one step forward. I also did get my final lease. So my attorney is reviewing the lease for us. So that has been sent over yesterday as well. But we're waiting for the final closing date for the bank loan. Either way, as a part of our loan, we still had to get the rate that we got, and to get just all the terms that we got were pretty good. So to be able to do that, one of the things that we had to put from our part was, I think it was 15% of the whole entire loan. We had to spend first before they will give us the rest of the money. So part of it is you had to put your part into the loan to get approved. So obviously with me sending all of these fees for the fee and sending deposits and obviously our attorney and all these things, we're now in the thick of spending our portion of the money of the agreement before we can get the close on the loan that the bank is going to give us for the rest of the stuff, finishing up the build out, the construction, and all the other stuff that the salon entails, which is a lot. So it's a pretty good update today. There's a lot of moving parts. So I'm hoping that by, what's today, Thursday? I'm hoping by hopefully 1 week from today, all the back and forth with the attorneys is done. And then hopefully we can have keys, and that'll be exciting, because then I'm going to start taking down the signs that are already there from the previous owners. And then just I'm going to go to the sign company and I'm going to make coming soon signs. And then I also have to work on getting the front big sign, changing it immediately to Thystylist, so people can see that there's something new coming. Then all this is gonna start getting posted to the internet, and I'm going to announce, I'll make a video in a cute way or something to announce it, and then let everybody know that, hey, I've been documenting the behind the scenes of everything. So if you want to see the nitty gritty and the real, it'll be over here, which is where you are. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for being here. I love that you want to see the behind the scenes, and you're a part of a very important journey and a meaningful journey for me to go and continue to grow and do big things that are uncomfortable and take a lot of faith and attention and a lot of work. But I think it's great when you know that it's something God called you to do, and it just doesn't mean it's easy. As I always say, it's not easy, but everything literally one step at a time is coming along. So after I get the keys, the construction is going to start hopefully like that next week. We just don't know when I'm going to get them. So once construction, I'm excited for when that starts, because then I know we're like, construction is going to be give or take, I would say 6 weeks. And then from there, it's inspections and all that not so fun stuff. So guys, we got the approval. So I got the call last week that we got the final approval to finalize the SBA loan. But they were like, we're going to still send you. They let me know, congratulations, whatever. But then they still hadn't actually sent me the official document. So we got the official document of the papers. We got the official document of our terms and the final interest on the loan. And let me just say, God is so good, because I guess just like our debt to income ratio and because of our credit score and because of everything, we were able to get a rate that was 50% less than what we thought it was going to be. That's kind of crazy. We got a certain number we knew was going to be fixed. So fixed rates when it comes to SBA loans are really hard to come across, and which is a small business association, whatever. So we were like, let's go with the bank. That's going to take a little bit longer, but will give us a better, have the option to do fixed rates, and will give us a better term, right? So all the stuff that adds up that comes to ends up being your final number. So other banks were saying we can get the loan done quicker, but then we would have an insane rate, literally 3 times what our rate is now, actually a little bit more. And then on top of that, it was going to be not even a fixed rate, which means that the interest percentage, your rate can be one thing 1 month and then go up 1 month and go down. And obviously we know it never really goes down, but it can fluctuate, right? Which we don't want, because that means that you just don't even know what your payment's going to be every month. And so the loan, the numbers, the final number, like when I read the paper and it was final terms, I was like, oh, thank you, Lord, because having a rate that's less equals $2,000 less a month. These rates out here are crazy, which is just like the interest rate on your loan. So we ended up getting a really incredible rate. I didn't even know we can get that, because they were saying that the rates were going to be, like I said, the lowest would be double what we got. So that's just what shows you not having debt and having good credit and a good, obviously, income ratio to what you're trying to get. It does pay off to not have credit cards maxed out, to not have debt, and to have a really good credit. It really does make a difference. And the opportunities that you can get to expand your business or to get a loan or to get things. So that is such a blessing. We are on the final stretches of the loan to close for the loan. So like I said in the beginning, this is literally buying a house. It's a long process, lots of paperwork. We're at the stage now where the contractor is now sending in all the details for the loan. They need the details of the contractor, the contract between me and my general contractor, and all the numbers. And so we should have, after all the paperwork, and the paperwork is so much paperwork, the amount of phone calls that I get on a daily. Today I was behind the chair, and I'm so glad that I had 2 clients cancel for today. And I was just like, I'm not even going to fill it. I'm just going to leave it the way that it is, because I just needed a day that wasn't insane. And there's just been so much going on. The amount of phone calls I got, and thank God that the client that I had today is one of my good friends, but I ended up getting the phone call from the attorney that we're also in the final stages of the lease. So their attorney had the lease. They drew it up. Then my attorney had to review it. Then my attorney is going to come back with a few changes that we're requesting. Then their attorney now has it. So their attorney is going to have it, and they're basically going to either give us the terms that we're asking for or probably fight us on some stuff. And then we come to a happy medium, and then we sign. Once I sign that, then I'll get the keys. So I haven't been rushing to get the keys, because I believe I said this in another video. The faster that I got the keys, the quicker I owe fees. So I've just been waiting for everything to be lined up. I wasn't rushing to sign the lease or rushing to send the lease to the attorney. Actually, they took a while to send me the lease too. So that's where we're at. I feel like the excitement is right there, because I feel like once we get those keys, we can literally start construction right after. That's literally what we're waiting for. Everybody's just ready to go. Everyone's at the starting line. Just let me know when we could go. So we're just, as soon as we have those keys, the lease is signed and we have the keys, we can move forward with the beginning parts of demolition. And I can't wait to just be in there and start documenting everything that goes on daily and really bring you guys along the process, which I think it's going to be fun to watch from this point forward. And like I said, have you guys involved in some decisions and some things. And so God is good. Everything's moving the way it's supposed to. It's been obviously with all the stuff and the paperwork and the phone calls, and today was just like the attorney was calling, and then the guy handling the SBA loan in the construction side was calling, and then the guy handling the SBA loan on the side to close on the loan we're calling. And they were sending emails and they were sending, check your email really quick, we need you to review something. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't have been able to handle all this stuff and answer these phone calls if I had a normal work day with clients that are not my friends. And so thank God today I was just doing a really big job on one of my really good friends. So that really helped the whole situation. But another day in the office, and this is how I'm feeling, because we're at the end with the SBA loan. The amount of stuff that they ask for is stuff that you filled out 50 times and you have to fill it out another 50 times. And there's 7 different people that you have to talk to. So you have emails from one person asking for 6 different documents and to fill out all this paperwork that I have no idea how to fill out. Then you have another person asking for other documents. And then you have 4 other people asking for the same documents in different ways just to be able to close on the loan. Closing on the loan means you get the money, right? And it's just like, we finally got to the point where all the initial paperwork was done, and it was so frustrating and so aggravating, and back and forth with the accountant and all that stuff. Finally we get their approval, and then it was a little bit slow for like a week, and then now it's like the final steps before closing and getting all the funds that we need to start everything. And it's like, me and my husband were just talking about it. We're like, yo, we're so over having to, it's just so many people that we have to send the same information to in different ways. Why is there 4 people right now that have to answer 4 different emails, and each person is asking for 10 different documents and fill out different paperwork, and it's filling the same thing out with different wording? And what does it even mean? I don't even know how to fill this out. And then after you go all the way down and you start filling it out and you have no idea what you're filling out, then it says instructions on how to fill out above paperwork. Why didn't you put that in the first part? Why didn't you put that in the beginning? So I'm trying to fill out this paperwork, and it's just like, I don't know what any of this means. It's Chinese to me. It was like, I feel like we're back at the beginning with all the paperwork that I'm like, what am I even filling out? What am I even putting? You just gotta put your whole soul into this. Like, they want to see what you last ate. It's crazy. And then on top of that, you have, while I'm sending this email, we received 2 other emails. So we're just over it. I just want all this to be done, and I just want the lease to be signed and construction to start. And I'm just like, when is the fun part gonna start? Anyway, that's where we are right now. Very frustrating. I kind of wish that they all were in communication with each other and they just gave each other the same information that they're asking 5 different times in 5 different ways. Anyway, that's where we are. So that's today's diary. I'll keep you guys updated. But I'm very like, when is it going to be done? I don't want to fill out any of this anymore. I don't want to be sitting on my computer anymore. I don't want to fill out the same paperwork in 15 different ways in 5 different languages. Anyways, I just wish I didn't even have to go for a loan, but it's okay. It'll be all worth it. I'll see you guys in the very next diary. Bye. What if I just reply and say, what does this even mean? I'm just going to start replying, what the hell? Show your face. How do you feel? Lord. Even the phone is falling. It's over. Done.
Just take a mental break and come back.
We can't take a break. I have 15 minutes before we have to get the kids.
And you come back and keep going.
No, they're going to have a play date.
You set that up? Why would you?
No, I didn't actually set it up.
You can play outside.